We are back at it again here with another video at Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight and hold support here and break through key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 10:10 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, bull strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 120% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, breaking through key resistance levels. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 9:30 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, bull strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 80% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to multiple rip areas today. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, back under a bull indicator at the 541.90 level, canceling out that bear indicator from up here at 545.82 from Tuesday, right? From yesterday, actually getting canceled now and breaking through the resistance from the last several days and week, because it continued to reject at 547. Finally broke through it and continued to the next resistance we were watching, which was 550 and even up towards 553. Now we need to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. It wasn't the only stock under a bull indicator. You have the QQQ here under a bull indicator at 458. Same thing with Tesla here at 225. And then also Apple under a bull indicator here since yesterday at 218. And we even had Netflix trying to push up here, even though towards the end of the day it's under a bear indicator again at 627. There was a bull indicator at the support of the day here. 2 times it touched it at 622. So I will be watching here if that 622 support can be held and cancel out that bear indicator, any process that starts to push up even higher. So I will be watching that closely there on Netflix stock. Now on the SPY stock, we see here a bull indicator on the 30-minute, but when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, same thing, canceling out that bear indicator from the 545.50 level, bull indicator here at 541, breaking through that key resistance again of 547 area, 546 to 547, and it held it all day and pushed away from it towards the 550 area and has held strong above it, fighting to stay above the 551 area in the after hours, trying to re-push up towards those recent highs of the day. Now, when we go ahead and zoom into the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see here a bull indicator since yesterday at 542, going into the end of the close and continuing strong here with a staircase effect here in the bigger picture. Definitely something to not ignore. And we're going to go ahead and pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch to see if it even justifies this strength and what to watch out for going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP500 index, with inflows trying to fight and dominate here after crossing back over in yesterday's after hours and into today's pre-market. But outflows have quickly dropped back down on the 30-minute. Definitely something to not ignore here. It's going to be crucial for it to come back up to justify any further move to the upside and retest of any resistance levels. So definitely something I will be watching going into tomorrow. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see in the bigger picture a sharp drop on these outflows, but inflows are still dominating even though they're red at positive 2.76. I will be watching this because the stock is pushing upwards while these outflows are beginning. Now, it hasn't destroyed the chart to the downside because these outflows have not crossed the midpoint. They're not dominating yet, right? Inflows are still positive, even though they're red and pointing downwards, but definitely something to not overlook with the divergence that we have going on. Now, if it flattens out and starts pushing back up and turns green, it could justify any further move to the upside and possible retest of key resistance levels. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see here very minimal outflows dominating, right? Just at the open there, a slight drop. On that drop from 549 down towards 547, and then outflows lost traction and inflows dominated all day here. Now they're starting to begin again here in the after hours, slightly dropping while the chart is trying to push upwards, sitting at positive 2.33. But if these outflows were to cross to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts, right? So we could see the 2 times that outflows dropped in the day, but the reason why the chart did not completely collapse is because those inflows stayed above the midpoint and pushed right back up, switching from red to green again, right? And inflows have hit highs here today of 4.6 and even 3.3. Now, if these outflows were to cross and roll that weakness over from the 15-minute to the 30-minute, pulling it down even further, the first support I'll be watching is 549. Then below that is 546, and then I'll be watching the 543 area. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to level off, switch from red to green, push upwards away from the midpoint, continue the staircase effect here, and go ahead and roll it over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, getting these inflows back up and green, turning them positive, and going ahead and retesting the first resistance of 553, the highs of the day, and then above that I'll be watching 555. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as they're fighting here to stay above the midpoint in the volatility. They've crossed below here on the 30-minute, and on the 1 hour they're still above as well. And we've broken through that resistance of 547, 546 area. As long as we could stay above it and inflows start picking up again, we could possibly start to retest key resistance levels. So I'll be watching that very closely. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.